Lord, who knows? Okay. So thanks for coming. Please put your name in the chat just so we can give Jocelyn a chance to see the names as she's scrolling through her phone and trying to see all those faces. Thank you for coming. So I'm Amy Lignelli. I know most everybody here, I think, at this point. Yeah. Trish was incognito as John F., I think. I thought we had a new face. So I think everybody knows each other at this point. But just real quick, it's always a good idea just to run through. So I'm Amy, president of PTO at North Coventry. Next, I see to my right on the screen, I see Ben. Ben can give a wave.
Hi, everyone. Ben Hendricks.
Ben's the treasurer. Oh, good. We've got some more people. And then I see Sarah. Sarah's there as VP2. She's volunteers and events. Jocelyn, I see next. Jocelyn Bideman is recording secretary, so she's very busy. And we've got Tammy. Tammy Hartman is in charge of, she's VP1, in charge of fundraising and keeping us all afloat. And there's Tav, and she's our assistant treasurer as of last month. She hasn't run away yet, so that's good. And we have Marissa Stoltzfus there with the awesome headband. And she's our corresponding secretary. So thank you for coming, everybody. So it is being recorded. The September meeting was recorded as well, and it's so long, I can't even load it onto YouTube. So I'm working through some, hopefully some things there to get it split into 2 movies maybe and loaded onto our new website. So this one hopefully will be loaded on as well. Let's see, if you have any questions or feedback, suggestions, be it about the Wawa coupons, which was just sort of we wanted to discuss that real quick with those that were here. Feel free to put something in the chat and we'll try to monitor that. And
we'll answer those offline. So I grab those questions and we can get back to those folks.
Okay, thank you. First thing we want to do is read and approve the September 2020 minutes. Those, I tried to make it easy to attach them to the various invites. They're posted on our new website, etc. Are there any questions about any of the minutes that were from last month? They were long. I'll be really impressed if you read them. They were like 4 pages long. Thank you, Jocelyn. If I don't see any questions, then can someone make a motion to approve the minutes from September?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Sarah makes a motion.
I motion to approve the minutes from September.
Okay, and a second?
I second.
Okay. Okay, all in favor, raise your hand or say something in the chat. Okay, I think that we're going to call that a pass. Anyone not approve? That's probably the better way to ask. Okay, thank you. All right, officer reports. Marissa, you're up with corresponding.
So we got a thank you note from one of the families, and they were just super grateful that we gave them support with the Ashwood fires. And that's all I have.
Okay, and Welcome Wagon was finished up a few weeks ago, right?
Yes.
So we reached out to, I think, all the new families, unless we had somebody sneak in since then. All right, treasurer's report, Ben.
I'm going to share my screen. Okay, Amy, can you see it?
I can.
Okay, so I'll start with, this is the September reconciliation. So at the end of every month, I do the reconciliation, and that's the format I'm going to use for these meetings. So we'll always be 1 month behind. So this was September's reconciliation. We started in September with $41,339.70. We had a 2019-2020 yearbook refund for $25. Bulletin board supplies were purchased that Sarah did for $15.47. We had a round of Ashwood family gift cards for $3,500. And then we had 2 employee matching donations come in, $7 and then $27.65, with a closing balance of $37,833.88. In the next meeting, what I'm going to do is I'll also go over our budget and where we are year to date versus budget. There hasn't been enough activity, I didn't think, to warrant that review at this meeting. If anyone has specific questions, let me know. We can talk through that. But really, the activities this year have been the Ashwood Family Fund activities, and that's on budget. There was the back to school breakfast for the staff and teachers. That was on budget. And then a few operational activities, and they're within budget. So nothing too exciting to report this month, but I'll do more detailed view next month on actuals to budget.
All right.
That's what I had.
Thank you. The July reconciliation was also attached to, I believe, the agenda that was sent out through Mr. Bettman's office. So we didn't do that last month because last month was long enough. But you are more than welcome to take a look at that. If you need it, I can email it to you as well.
Is it on our website also?
It is on our new website, and I think our old website too, but don't go there. And so if you have any questions, you can take a look and let us know. All right, and then the third and final round of Ashwood disbursements will be going out. That means gift cards to the 7 Ashwood families from North Coventry. So we're going to give them some of the funding in gift cards to get through.
And then the balance is going to go to TCN that we talked about last time.
Right. All right. Any questions for the treasurer? Okay. VP2, Sarah.
Hello, everyone. Just a real quick reminder, the Google form that was sent out for volunteers and your interest in volunteering is still in need of being filled out. I know it sounds kind of silly, but we are still looking for volunteers for Winter Wonderland and a couple other things hopefully moving forward. So it's just an easy way for us to be able to reach out to you specifically for that specific thing that you're interested in. So if you could please fill that out, tell your friends to fill it out. It's super helpful for us. It's the Google link is on our new website, and I think just recently went out in a newsletter too. I don't remember, but I definitely know it's on the website. So if you could do that, that would be super duper helpful.
Thank you. Okay, Tammy, you're up. VP1 fundraising.
Okay, I unmuted myself, so I'm off to a good start. Okay, Amazon Smile is remaining the same at $65. Our box tops is at $63.10. Matching funds for September is $34.65. That trying to get to the bottom of just how many corporations are submitting to the is managing these matching funds. So it's a secondary company, and there's different corporations and organizations that can use this company to manage all of their fundraising for people that want to have money taken out of their paycheck and go through this. So so I'm trying to get to the bottom of the name of the organization. I know that they can't give me the name of the donors, but I've reached out to them, and hopefully they can get back to me with that information, and we'll have some more of that, some more detail on that in November as to at least which companies are using this. We know Vanguard is one of them. School Toolbox is going to wrap up at the end of this month. They were holding off for any late start stuff, and the total there is going to be $222.16. Coming is Soul Joel's. That's on the 29th. It's a Thursday night from 7 to 9 p.m. It's outdoors. It's social distance. It is BYO chair, food, and beverage. And we'll be selling plush North Coventry blankets at the door for $25. So definitely cash will be accepted. We're going to try to set something up so that we can have some form of electronic purchase as well. But we're working on that. Spiritware is on sale now through the end of the month, well, through the 30th. And I'm going to attempt, bear with me, to share my screen with QR code in case anybody wants to snap it while we're here. Nope, I'm not allowed to share it, it says.
Oh, maybe because you came back in.
You went out and came back in.
Sorry.
Okay. All right, that's no big deal.
You can
So
do it.
that'll be out in the emails anyway, so not a big deal. Then we kicked off a wreath sale, which is new this year, and it seems very early, especially to me. However, because they're fresh wreaths and they have to be ordered and then they begin the delivery process the week of Thanksgiving, they suggest that you start the sale at this time of year. So if you're interested in that, that's the McMinn wreath sale, and that information is also available on the website. It's delivered to your door, and it is a first ordered, first delivered process there. So the sooner you want it, the sooner you want it to order. And then finally, Monkey Fish Toys is going to be, actually not finally, but Monkey Fish Toy sale is going to be set up for an event in November, where they'll start us off with a Hot Toys of 2020 program and a tour of their store, and then we can order, and they will discount 10%, give 10% of the overall sales to us as well. So it's kind of a win-win for anybody that's interested in doing that. We're working on some other sites from areas as well to post that have similar programs that they'll a percentage of sales to the PTO for any products purchased. So keep an eye out for that information.
Tammy, do you want to share your
That's
screen?
it for me.
Tammy, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can go ahead and share. Do you want to share your screen with the QR code?
I'm going to try. Okay, so the Spiritware QR code is here. Right there. If you want to take a shot of that, I tested it earlier and it seemed to work. And then it seemed to work again in our meeting. And then I can stop sharing that and share the McMinn wreath QR code as well. Thanks for helping me out with that, Brad.
Yeah, there's a setting here under participants where, or share screen, where, and for some reason it locks it by one person. I don't know, but you're good.
Okay, it probably had like a skull and crossbones next to my name.
Not at
Okay,
all.
that's it for me.
Okay.
Before we transition, if I could remind everybody to type your name into the chat box for attendance. If you haven't done so already, that'd be great.
Okay. Yeah, I think, Tammy, it was just that you had gone out and then I had to make you a co-host again. Sorry about that. Okay, so
No worries.
we want to make sure that if you have any cute pictures of your kids doing virtual school or maybe from the pep rally a little while ago, that you get those into the yearbook. So North Coventry yearbook at gmail.com. They would love to hear from you for sure. And just
can I add to that real quick?
Yep.
Sorry, I was talking to Susan about this recess, pictures of any kind of virtual recess. I know some neighborhoods have like an actual recess group that gets together, or anything, even just with your kid. If you can, they'd like to do a spread like that. So if you could send in pictures of your kids during their recess time and label it as recess, they'd like to add that in there as well.
thank you.
Mhm.
So the other thing I was discussing with the board during the exec meeting, we have a plan for the second half of the year post, December. But we haven't posted it because I feel like everything we start doing just kind of gets canceled. So we're just kind of waiting right now to make further plans because I think there's just too much up in the air at this point. So I don't want you thinking that we're not considering what happens after January. It's just it's a lot of effort to put together an event to then have it wrecked. So it's sort of a waiting game. Certainly, if you have suggestions or feedback about that, please let us know. Okay, real quick, Ben, can we go back? We have a question about the Ashwood disbursement.
Yes.
And what our balance will be once the Ashwood money is taken out.
How much will go to TCN?
So if we can take out what we know at this point that is going to TCN and that third disbursement to the North Coventry Ashwood families. And I can give you a couple minutes.
Yeah, the way we decided though, we've set the amounts for the 3 disbursements. The remaining balance of everything we have will go to TCN.
I'm sorry, the balance, the PTO account balance, once that money is taken out.
Oh, I can give you that. Yeah, just give me a minute.
No problem. Let me know when you're ready. Okay, we're on to old business. So the t-shirts are being printed next week, the True North t-shirts. So hopefully they can deliver those the following week. We're hoping to be able to send them home with kids that are in school. So everyone keep your fingers and everything else crossed that can happen. And then we will host some pickup times for cyber kids and families that need to come to the school to pick that up. So they are on their way for sure. Thank you for your support of that. Any questions so far? Okay, on to new business. The new website. So the new website is up. It is 1,000 trillion times easier to use than the school site for people loading information on, and hopefully for those that are trying to get on and find information as well. We're still monkeying with a few things. We're still learning for sure, but I hope that you've been able to poke around and find some things and registered your families in there. If you are a teacher and it talks about how you have to have a student in that one data field, just put NA. And it should let you proceed through the rest of the registration. Of course, it's free because PTO doesn't charge anything for membership. So don't get spooked by the word checkout. And going forward, most of our communication will be through that website and the announcements that are being pushed out there. Has anyone had any issues or problems with the website that we can try to address? If something comes up in your head, you can always put it in the chat, so that we know what kind of obstacles we've got going on. Okay, Danielle, I see your name. I think you're here. Would you like to talk about Spiritware for a minute?
Sure. You might hear singing in the background. It's my 4-year-old. But,
Okay.
So Spiritware went out. Hopefully, not went out, I'm sorry. The link went out, but hopefully you all saw pictures at least of it by now. Amy sent it out in the newsletter on the 13th, and then there was a separate email on the 16th. It was posted on social media, and we also printed flyers and sent them in school, and they should be coming home with all kids that attend in person this week sometime.
Thank you. It looks good. That one sweatshirt is a glitter sweatshirt. Make sure you
demand, make sure we order all of them, at least 16 of them.
Okay. Cece's excited. Any questions about Spiritware for Danielle? There was a request by one of our favorite gym teachers to have a few more, like what is that called?
The quarter zip.
Private,
Is it a quarter zip? Oh, dry fit.
like maybe for t-shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, going forward.
I'll add it to my list
Yeah,
of
just, you know,
high demand items.
there you go. All right.
Amy,
Yeah.
if we want to take that question, the ending balance after all of the Ashwood funds are taken out is going to be around 28,600.
Okay. That will be our PTO balance. But we're going to be having so much money coming in from wreaths and spirit wear and Soul Joes.
Yeah, and I'll also show that as a separate kind of highlight. I can spike that out for our next meeting, exactly how much came in, and then how much went out, the 3 disbursements of gift cards, and then how much went out to TCN, because that'll all have been cleared by next month.
Perfect. Thank you. Thanks for the quick math. Okay. Do we see Becky here? Are you on my next screen? Oh, look at all these people. Okay. I was going to do a quick task force update, and that is those are staff task forces, but we do have a parent rep on each of those task forces. And Becky Whitehouse is on the climate one of the task forces. Anyway, she and also Tammy have been helping the REA promote their food pantry collection. So we've been pushing that out a couple different ways. And I believe the collection goes on for quite some time. So if you want to throw in some canned goods or shelf-stable things with your kids' backpack, they can get them into school. And if their kid is not coming into school, then you could probably drop off in the vestibule. I believe there's some boxes around. We also are going to do a collection next week, Monday and Friday, I believe. Those are cyber student picture days. And so during that time frame, we'll be having some helpers come and accept donations for the food pantry, just to catch, people that maybe that time frame works a little bit better. So feel free to come visit us then. We do need a volunteer for next Friday, the 30th, from 3:15 to 5, if anybody is anxious to do that. Okay, any questions about the food pantry? That's in lieu of that trick or treat thing that they usually do, which I know is a big hit with lots of people. Okay, committee reports. Ben, we're back to you with the mental health subcommittee.
Okay. Yeah, so an update on the mental health subcommittee. So on September 29th, we had a mental health Zoom call with 4 outstanding speakers. Thanks to everyone who was able to attend. We actually had I think at one point over 50 attendees, and we opened it up throughout the district, right? Because we think that this is a topic that isn't unique to North Coventry, but it's something that touches all parts of the district. So that was great that we had those speakers share their stories, share kind of their background, resources, etc. After that, there was a follow-up mental health subcommittee meeting held on October 11th, and there's actually 11 volunteers on that subcommittee. So we've got a lot of interest in this topic, which is fantastic. Some follow-ups out of that subcommittee meeting is early in November, East Vincent, they're going to hold a mental health Zoom call. So we really like that this is, again, not just maybe North Coventry centric, but it's really working kind of across the elementary schools. So look, and that will also be open up to the district. So look for that. If you missed, by chance, the one that we held in September, there's going to be another one held by East Vincent early November. And it's going to be similar format. There's going to be professional speakers, talking about the topic of mental health and suicide prevention. We're working on collecting and distributing resources for parents and staff. We're looking at the feasibility of showing the documentary, The Social Dilemma, which is documenting the dangerous effects of social networking. I'm working with Mr. Bentman on youth mental health first aid training with a contact that he has, a behavioral consultant. So we're going to look to have that training probably in January. There'll be some pre-work on suicide prevention, self-injury. There'll be a quiz that you take. Then there'll be the actual training program. It'll be split into like 4.5 hours. It'll probably be Zoom or maybe blended, and there'll be an evaluation at the end, and then participants will get a certificate. So that's where we are right now. We're going to have a follow-up on this with the subcommittee meeting early November, and just continue this dialogue and continue providing resources, removing stigmas, doing everything we can to try to support, the kiddos in our community and our staff on a really important topic. Thanks.
Thanks, Ben. Christine, good question. The panel discussion, unfortunately, on the 29th we weren't feeling comfortable about recording that. We had a particular guest speaker who there was some anonymity there in getting him to be on the panel, so we didn't feel comfortable recording that for his privacy. It was a great talk, so I'm sad that we couldn't do it, but
there will be more events.
Yeah, there will be more events, and maybe next month with East Vincent, they'll be able to do that depending on who their speakers are.
If there's any other questions or someone's interested in being part of this or has ideas, please email me.
Yes. Okay, April, you are up to talk about the subcommittee called AIDE, A-I-D-E.
Okay. I'm April, and we have a kindergarten first and second grader in the district. And my husband and I actually will be, we and Tammy and Amy kind of got together and we started AIDE, which stands for Acceptance, Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity. The goal for this group is to advocate for individuals and families, that's including but not limited to people with disabilities, gender, sexuality, culture, ethnicity, and basically any students or families that identify as feeling different. We're going to advocate through community and parent outreach with the support and help from our teachers, the school, and Mr. Bentman. And our first meeting will be held on November 2nd at 6:30 via Zoom. If you guys are interested, please feel free to email me. I'll put my email address in the chat option. And we hope to see you guys out there and kind of get the word out.
Thank you. Okay, we are on to bingo. Sarah, I know you mentioned that briefly before. I know some people have joined since. Do you want to just recap that real quick?
Absolutely. So bingo this year, at least at this time, is going to be virtual. I'm very excited about it. If you would like to join us, it's going to be November 6th at 7 o'clock. We will be sending out the option for a virtual bingo card, so you don't have to worry about picking that up at all. But in order to receive those virtual bingo cards, you will have to RSVP. The link to sign up for that is on our new website. When you RSVP for the number of people that are actually going to be playing, so then it makes it easy for me to be able to give you guys your original bingo cards. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited. Come dressed in the Halloween getup if you want to, or something festive for holidays, since it's kind of that weird in between of, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I have some weird jumble of that whole holiday thing that we have coming up lately. So if you would like to do that, that would be great. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super excited about it. And it's going to be awesome. So make sure you sign up. RSVPs, we're sending out the last reminder at the end of the month. So I have time to get all those cards together for you guys. So do it sooner rather than later. And if you have any questions, I can drop my email in the chat as well. So you can email me directly and I'll be here to help.
Thank you. So in case anybody came in late, if you can just put your name in the chat for Jocelyn's sake, since she is taking attendance. So Cammie, I think we are up to you for book fair. I saw you somewhere here. There you are.
Hi. Okay. I got you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So like everything else this year, we're going to do an online, you know, things are going to look different for the book fair, unfortunately, because it's like one of my favorite weeks of the year. But it's going to be online this year, online only. And it's going to be November 12th to the 25th. And then the orders will be shipped to your home. And there's free shipping if you have book only orders over $25. So as soon as you add a non-book item to your order, you have to pay for shipping, unfortunately. So if it's just books over $25, you'll get free shipping. And so it'll be 2 weeks. And we picked those dates to coincide with the wreath sales and everything. So anybody that wants to do their Christmas shopping can just look to all of our fundraisers and take care of everything, really. So we coincided with the wreath sales and everything for that. And then our rewards are going to be a little bit different. We used to earn 20 or 50% in Scholastic dollars when we had an in-person fair. And then there was always the cash option. So for an online fair, it's just 25%, and we have to take it in Scholastic dollars. I even inquired about getting a cash option just in case we wanted to go that route, but that was not available. So we're really doing this just for people that aren't comfortable going out and they still want to support the PTO, and they, you know, would rather do a lot of their shopping online like I've been doing lately. So we thought we would, you know, still do it even though it was online. And so it's available for you know, everyone to still get their books and still support the school. So that's it. Does anyone have any questions about it? Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Cammie. That has been, Scholastic must have just had something ripped through their company, because she has been a warrior trying to get in touch with those people.
Well,
So
I think
thank
they
you.
must have had a lot less business not doing the in-school fairs. So I think what happened is they let a lot of their staff, I don't know, they're not there. Let's just put it that way. You can't even talk to anybody. So anything with the book fair, I will get back to you, but it's not a quick thing, definitely. So thank you guys for being patient.
Thank you for persisting. Okay, Trish and Stephanie, if you'd like, Winter Wonderland, fire away.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hi. I would say Stephanie's willing to open to. She can always say something if she wants to too. She's always available to say things also. But I just wanted to say hello. I'm Trish Falcone. I work on Winter Wonderland with Stephanie. We are already hard at work gathering things and getting our ideas together. So hopefully we'll have a little display in the office again like we did last year to show you what we have cooking to get you excited. So we have a couple of our little things that I'll show you super fast. So we're doing a little gnome with the hashtag True North. Little guide that you can create. So that hopefully that'll be fun, and maybe like a little Christmas tree or a little holiday tree, and some other things. So anyway, look for our display in the office hopefully. The other things that we have planning going with the plan would be we need some lights, some blow up lights. So in order to make the drive-through situation more exciting, we're hoping to have simple plug-in lights that are, like I said, not hard to set up, just plug in, non-denominational, just fun winter items. I currently have a unicorn, a swan, Poppy from Trolls, things like that, some dancing snowflakes kind of thing. So if you have anything, that is our biggest ASAP request. So if you have anything, please email me. I put my email in the chat there because we do need to have those lights pre-approved for insurance reasons. So we need to know what we're putting up ahead of time. So so in the next week or so, if you could contact me, actually, yeah, in the next week, if you could contact me, if you have anything that we could borrow for the event, that would be great. And then going forward, what we will need help with would be helpers to prep with the crafts that we are getting together, because we'll be prepping each individual craft and then putting them in little bags ahead of time for the drive-through. So if you're interested in any of that, contact me, contact Sarah, just get on the list for Winter Wonderland helpers, because how I'd like to organize it is I'll have a box of things and say, here, put these in little baggies and get them all together, and then we'll be good to go. So that's a way that you can help. We also are planning to have a prep night the week of the event, or I'm sorry, not night, but a prep situation at the school on Wednesday, December 2nd, that will actually put the bags together. So we'll need helpers with that. So look for a Sign Up Genius for that. And then the actual event will be occurring on Friday, December 4th, with a rain date of Friday, December 11th, because we really don't want to deal with rain with the lights and dropping things off and things like that. So keep those dates in mind if you're willing to help or would like to help. It's a fun event, and I'm really hoping that we can salvage it in these crazy times that we're having and have some people do some fun crafts. So.
Are there supplies you need? I know every year you guys collect a lot of supplies.
At this point, we don't. We have. I'm trying to use up what we have to, like I said, one of the things we're trying to do too is everything was going to be packed and sitting for days before anybody is exposed to anything like that, to keep all the precautions. But we do have some supplies that were up on stage that we're going to try to use what we have there. We're going to use our budget wisely, and I think at this point we're trying to not do so much of the collecting and sorting of things just because of the current situation with everything. So,
I understand. Cool.
But thank you. I appreciate it. Like, if there's anything that I can think of that that we can use, I'll let you know. But like I said, the biggest thing is going to be helpers to prep and things like that as we get closer. So
Great. Good job.
thank you. So yeah, I don't know if Stephanie has anything else to add. She's welcome to jump in there and say a few words if she wants. But
no, I don't really have anything to add. You said everything. Just I did see a comment about if it's open to everyone. I know it's open to North Coventry.
Sorry, Stephanie, it's really hard to hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Louder.
Okay. It's open to North Coventry children and then the cyber children that are doing cyber schooling, right? That was one of the questions in the comment box. But I mean, I don't have anything. You pretty much said everything. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good.
That's good. All right. Thank you.
Cool.
So I almost forgot. We did have another mini grant request come through, and this was some members of the 4th grade team for some funds to purchase supplies on Teachers Pay Teachers, that website. And so that was approved. It's a fantastic resource, and we're happy to support them. Chances are they've already spent hundreds already. So we're happy to support them for this amount of money. It was $155.82, I believe. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. And I think we are up to Mr. Bettman's Title I report.
All right, I have, as always, a little bit of a list of things, so I'll try to be as brief as possible, everybody. So first, thanks and foremost for coming tonight and this evening. Just want to pause and say it's we have such a well-rounded kind of organization going, and to hear about 8 subcommittees like aid and mental health, and then fun activities for kids and things like that. So it's almost like we have something for, I want to say everybody, but it's kind of going in some really neat directions. So keep up the good work. Just so I have my list, I'll start. Blended is going well. We're in our 2nd week, and we have our students coming tomorrow. So this will finish out our new process. So I'm hoping to keep it going. I know the numbers are kind of look like they're trending in the opposite direction with COVID, but here at Owen J. Roberts in our kind of vicinity and the land that we touch here, we're kind of seeing some good numbers. So I'm hoping that it keeps going, because it's nice to have kids in the building with teachers. And so very proud of my teaching staff for the great work they're doing, and the students for just taking care of each other, really wanting to be here and keeping everybody safe. So all good stuff. Picture Day is coming up. We have Picture Day on October 26th and October 30th. We have an A and a B kind of model that we're doing. For those that are in the Cyber Academy or students, we have time slots for different last name letters to come. If you happen to have a kiddo in cyber school and you're group A and your time slot's 3:30 to 4, but 4:30 to 5 works better for you, come during then. We're going to take care of the kids, take pictures and things like that. If a child does not get their picture taken during Picture Day, we're going to use the picture from last year for the yearbook. So rest assured, we'll have the students' pictures in the yearbook. Our Picture Day is going to be on the gym stage. We're going to come in through the side door like we do for some of our PTO events. And there'll be retakes. It's cheaper to order online prior to Picture Day, but although you can order pictures after Picture Day if you want to wait to see how the picture turns up. So any questions about Picture Day? There was a flyer that went out, and I am keeping the information on my newsletter as well, so check that out. Halloween, we're going to do Halloween a little different, a lot different. It's obviously going to be scaled down, and we're going to have our students dress up for the morning meeting on the 28th, and that's next Wednesday, I believe. So kiddos can come. They don't have to, but they're more than welcome to come in their Halloween costumes to their Wednesday morning meeting. Spirit Week has been changed as well due to Picture Day. You cannot have Spirit Week and Picture Day in the same week. That's a big elementary no-no. That's elementary 101, and we missed the mark on that, so we made a correction. And so that's now changed to November 2nd, although we are keeping Halloween dress-up costume on the 28th, so that is not part of Spirit Week. Halloween will stay on the 28th, okay? And that full lineup of Spirit Week garb has been republished and I believe sent out by me today. I believe I sent an email out today. Election Day. Election Day is coming. It's November 3rd. We're going to be using a flexible instructional day. Flexible instructional day was a idea that the state came up with prior to COVID. It's almost like they knew it was coming. And so an idea, they said, well, schools can apply for these things called flexible instructional day, where kids can learn at home. Now, this is all before COVID. So we were like, oh, when would we use this? Snow day, something like that, you know? We were just like, oh, we're not, I don't doubt we use days like this. And then lo and behold comes COVID, and now we can, now we have this, which is good. Because Election Day, we can't have kiddos in the building. We've used FID days before in the past, I think in this past spring. So the FID day will be middle school and North Coventry. None of the other elementary schools will have a FID day, and the high school will not. So if you have a kiddo in another building, the only buildings that will be utilizing FID days will be myself here at North Coventry and over at the middle school. And what that means for us is that our teachers will be teaching synchronously throughout the day at home. So it's not going to be like a Wednesday. It'll be more teacher support, teacher time in person with them. And this only really, it affects the most, it affects our A students, because the 3rd comes on a Tuesday, I believe. And so that's a FID day. And so students will not be coming to school. So absolutely no students will be coming. That's our 4-day-a-week students, our students with disabilities that come on specific days. So the building will only have adults. Our teachers will be in the building. And we will be having North Coventry is a polling place. All right. So that is Election Day. So hot off the press, conferences. You're the first to hear about conferences. So one of the perks of coming to a PTO meeting, I'm going to be sending out an email tonight at 8 o'clock in about 10 minutes. It is going out, and conferences will be the 23rd and 24th. Sign up is through Skyward. Within my email, I have a video tutorial. Mr. Smith from West Vincent recorded it on how to sign up for a conference for Skyward for any parents that might forget or not know how to. We're doing conferences virtually, and if you're requesting a conference in person, you may do so if it's necessary. but we are setting up conferences virtual. Teachers will be setting that up, and it'll be pretty cut and dry. They'll send you virtual conferences. They'll send you a Google link to log on just like this. And if you are requesting an in-person conference, there's like a list of things that we need to take care of COVID-wise, safety-wise for everybody. So look for that email to come out. That's a Group A day. That's the 23rd, 24th, Monday, Tuesday. So students in grades 1 to 6 will be in the building half day up to 11:50, just like any other conference half day. Our kindergarten students and our students in Group B will be learning asynchronously. Kindergarten teachers, those of you who have kindergartners, Mrs. Reynolds and Mrs. Havelak will be sending information out to you specifically because it's a little different for kindergarten, and they're going to communicate with you guys differently, okay? Teachers will be communicating their schedules and how it's going to work for them as well. But so that's parent conferences. We are doing some virtual listening sessions on equity. And this is new, kind of hot off the press too. The school board of directors is they want to hear from you, and they want to hear from each of the buildings and kind of communities. They want to do some small listening groups throughout the district and take a look at the equity policy. And so I have scheduled 2 sessions with the help and support of the PTO, because I'm going to kind of tie it into a PTO evening night. And so our sessions on equity, I'll send out information on when that comes. And those are listening sessions that school board will attend, or administration and things like that. There'll be 2 times 7. So there'll be 14 sessions throughout the district, 2 for each building. We're going to do ours before the PTO meeting from 6 to 7 on November 17th, I believe, and December 2nd from 7 to 8. So more information to come on those. Title I update. Title I groups have started. Students in Title I have been assessed in reading and math and have met the criteria and qualifications. We're going to have a Title I parent meeting for those of you who have kiddos who receive support from a math specialist or reading specialist. That'll be on November 10th, starting at 6:30, and that will be virtual. It'll be a virtual meeting as well. More flyer information from myself and the team will be coming out for that. And just a side note that I heard from Dr. Lloyd at the school board meeting on Monday, because of our Title I distinction, and that's the district, not just the building, but the district's distinction, we were able to receive funds from the state to support our programs and support our PPE needs for COVID, which is very nice. And last but not least, I'd just like to thank the PTO and all those involved that continue to support our school community. These are different times, and we try to make it as normal as possible. And without your support and help, it would not be possible. So thank you, parents. That concludes my report.
Okay, sounds good. I think we've caught up with most of the comments. If there's something we missed, we'll try to go back and take a look at that. You're welcome to unmute yourself and yell at us too for having missed something. So go ahead. Otherwise, I think we're about to wrap it up. So next meeting is November 17th at 7. Hopefully, if you can tune in to that listening event that will happen at 6 o'clock that night. That's great. If you just want to hop on at 7, that's okay too. You can come and go during that time. And other than that, I think we're ready to close it up. All right. Thanks for coming. It was great to see your names, some of your faces. Have a good night. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
See ya.
Jocelyn, can you stay on for a second?
Certainly.
Oh, she's in trouble.
Oh, geez. What do I do?
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
We need a motion to adjourn, don't we?
Oh,
Are we
Maybe.
gonna?
Just
Okay,
Robert's
maybe you
rules,
guys
I
can
think it says we have to do that. So if we could just,
I'll motion to adjourn.
and I'll second.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Jocelyn, do you want to send me the attendance? How can you do that? How can we do that?
If I do it in a Word document, does that work? Or how do you want that done?
Sure, that'd be perfect.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I will type that up and I will send that to you.
Do you have the attendance too from the first meeting?
I did. I sent it to you that night.
Okay.
Did you want me to resend it?
No, I have it. I'm just thinking. I was like, I thought I forgot it, and now that you're saying that, I think I already took care of it. So you're good.
I can resend it. It's not a problem.
Let me see if I have it. Let me check.
Okay.
I think I probably already took care of it. So let me double check if I'm doing it. I'll ask you. Thank you.
Okay, sure. And I'll type that up and you'll get that tonight for tonight's meeting.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, we were around 25-ish. That sound right? It was 23 at the end, but I think there were a couple that left.
I think I have a total of 24.
Okay, yeah, that sounds
because Trisha was in as John, but then signed in as herself.
right. Okay.
I think we're good. I kept checking it.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you guys so much.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good night.
Hey, Jocelyn, Amy, quick second.
Yeah.
Tell me real quick. So the Winter Wonderland, right? So cars are going to pull up. They're going to grab bags of stuff. They're going to go through lights and stuff like that, and they're going to wave goodbye. Is that what basically is going to happen?
Pretty much, yeah. I know they've got that meeting, I think, scheduled with you next Wednesday.
They have a meeting set up. All right.
It's one of Jack's football games, so I can't be there. But
okay.
The idea is they're just coming in, and it's kind of like the way pick up or drop off that they weave through the parking lot, right? And then it's only going to be a little bit of lights, but they have some really cute ideas about kind of making it festive. And then somebody will greet them from a distance and say, how many craft bags do you need in your car? So I have 1 kid, I have 3 kids, I have 5 kids, whatever. And then we'll signal to the tent, and that's where Stephanie and Trish will be, and they'll have that many bags ready. And they'll just hand it over, and there might be some music, and that's
Great.
it.
Sounds good.
So it'll be rather low contact and rather low volunteers during the event. They might need a couple more to help set up and break down.
Okay. It's good. And tell you, like, it's like the fact that like these committees that we have, it's such a well-rounded program. Like I know I said it, but I'm very impressed. And if I was an outsider looking in, I would say to myself that, wow, I mean, like they're just not like doing like book fairs and rah-rah and t-shirts. Like they're doing like heavy work as well. Not that stuff's bad. I'm not saying that. But it's just
I know.
stuff. And the whole like juxtaposition between like the reports is very impressive to hear from like a PTO group. So
yeah, like mental health versus Winter Wonderland, right?
Yeah, right. So we'll get you Winter Wonderland, and then after that, the parents will get some support because they're making crafts at 12 o'clock at night, and they lost the googly eye.
Yep. Yeah, it's good. We've got a pretty good dedicated group, I think, and I'm grateful.
Yeah,
for that.
Good stuff. So,
thank you much.
You ladies have a great night. Okay.
All right, you too.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.
Bye.